to everybody out there. I'm making this video to talk about Egypt, y'all. Egypt been in my mind heavily. And this is for the people out there that they really know that they are Egyptians. They got Egyptian in their blood. They are Egyptian star seeds. They came from Egypt. They lived there in one time in their lifetimes. You know what I mean? So I just want to give you a quick overview of how Egypt looked, what the society was like, what type of things was going on there spiritually, and what was it all about? Why was Egypt so advanced, y'all? So before I talk about anything, I want to talk about the pyramids, because that's a big old part of Egypt. It's a big old part of Egypt. First, I want to explain why the pyramids are so important. Pyramids act as portals, y'all. Portals. So these portals were ways to access higher dimensions, y'all, and access the astral realm. So a lot of people in Egypt were able to astral project, have out-of-body experiences. So during these out-of-body experiences, these people would literally fly up to the top of the pyramid, y'all, and the pyramid will be beaming this frequency of light coming from the top of the pyramid into the sky. So this beam of light will connect you directly to the astral plane, y'all. Will connect directly to the astral plane. If you don't know what the astral plane is just a place that awakened dreamers or people that are dreaming go to converse and exchange information, just like reality, y'all. Just like reality. It's really the same. So how were the pyramids built? So the pyramids was built by using sound vibration, y'all. So literally we was chanting mantras, we was meditating, chanting mantras, and literally we was able to form rocks, form these rocks, and form these these bricks and stuff like that to form up the pyramids, y'all. They use the sound vibration, you know what I'm saying? So that's how the pyramids was built. So what was going on in Egypt, y'all? What was really going on in Egypt? So let me tell you this. Everyone in Egypt, even the people that wasn't priests or prophets or pharaohs, even the people like that, they still was tapped in spiritually, y'all. Everybody knew where they was going after death. Everybody knew. And most people understood that they was going to the Duat after death. So the Duat is understood by the underworld. So the underworld, what really is that? What is the Duat? So the Duat, it's just a place of non-physical energy or non-physical consciousness where the collective people go. So all the people in Egypt, they was going to transition after death and go to this duat, this place of non-physical reality, and be there until they reincarnate into another physical body, y'all. But you was already there the whole time. This place called the duat or the underworld is where you consciously shape everything you're doing in your reality on day-to-day basis. That's where all the information is stored, y'all. All the information is stored at the duat. So saying like this, it's like your life is being guided. You are not really making these conscious decisions, y'all. You are being guided by something beyond you, beyond this ego. You think like, okay, I'm the one constantly feeling like I need to go do this. I need to read. I need to study. I need to research this. No, it's something guiding you, leading you to that. So the duat, we only really was just in there sharing energy and exchanging and receiving energy and expressing energy with each other. As a collective consciousness, we was all there, being able to communicate with each other, being able to share information with each other, being able to receive energy from each other. So everybody knew that they was going to the duat, and everybody knew where they was going after their death. So everybody knew like, okay, I'm going to this star system. I'm going to this planet after this reality. I'm going to this planet. I'm going to that planet. So everybody knew that. Everybody knew that. But the basis of the community was simple, y'all. It was just like reality. It was restaurants. It was cooks. It was farmers. It was people that built clothes and shoes. It was blacksmiths that built tools. There was a lot of different things. But like, what is the difference between people like that and the people that like priests and prophets and pharaohs? So the priests and prophets and pharaohs are only just had a certain authority or leadership in the cosmos. So they had this type of leadership. Some of these people were tribe leaders. Some of these people were kings and queens. Some of these people were literally had a following behind them, had a whole group of people behind them. So they already been appointed this type of leadership in other lifetimes, and they already knew that. So they was able to access leadership in Egypt. So it was real simple, y'all. So That's really what was going on in Egypt, y'all. It really was simple, y'all. It really was a simple plane of existence. Everybody, it was a higher plane of existence than this, because everybody, it wasn't like the day-to-day here. People talk about the news, talk about traumatic experiences, talk about the government. You know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about in this reality. But in Egypt, it was different, y'all. We had a certain type of government, you know what I mean? But it wasn't really like the government we got now. It wasn't no democracy where everybody just voted for something, and you know what I mean? No, it was just like the pharaohs and the priests was only preaching information, and it was up to you to listen or not. You know what I mean? So it's like the pharaohs and priests hosted rituals, hosted ceremonies where people would come and gather and stuff like that. And they would just tell information. They would just share what their experiences was, connecting with the other side. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's all it was about, y'all. Sharing your experiences with the unknown, sharing your experiences with the spirit world. So, yeah, this video is for everybody that's tapped in with Egypt, that they know that they're Egyptian. They got some Egyptian blood in them, got Egyptian ancestors inside of them. And it really gave a good explanation on what Egypt was really all about.